Star Wars finally returns to the big screen, featuring two of its biggest stars from the little screen. It's The Mandalorian and Grogu, today on Mark's Movie Reviews. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another installment of Mark's Movie Reviews. Star Wars. I never know what to say about Star Wars. It's always just been there, part of the background noise of my childhood. The prequels came along just as I was finishing up college, and my love of the prequels is completely intertwined with that nostalgia for the times that I just can't separate the two. And then Disney bought Lucasfilm, and it's been a virtual treasure trove of Star Wars content over the past decade or so. But then, after the rise of Skywalker, they decided to take a break for a while from the silver screen. For its return after 7 years, they decided to play it safe. They went with the feature film version of their first and most popular TV show on Disney+, The Mandalorian. The chrome-plated bounty hunter took the world by storm when he debuted in 2019, along with his sidekick Grogu, more commonly known as Baby Yoda. I will admit I was one who was a little bit cynical about the idea of a Mandalorian movie, but you know, every once in a while, there'd be something in a trailer that would make me go, oh. And then suddenly I was excited that a new Star Wars movie was coming. So like every Star Wars movie going back to the Phantom Menace, I was there opening weekend to see the latest Star Wars installment on the big screen. In the days after Return of the Jedi, as the New Republic is working to establish itself as the new galactic government, the New Republic employs bounty hunters to help hunt down the last remnants of the Empire. One of those bounty hunters, a mysterious Mandalorian warrior known only as the Mandalorian. And he has with him a child, Grogu. Not much is known about Grogu's people, just that they are strong in the ways of the Force. The Mandalorian's latest mission, bringing an Imperial warlord by the name of Coin. The underworld kingpins known as the Hutts promise to share intel of Coin's whereabouts, but first Mando must track down and return their missing family member, Rata the Hutt, the son of Jabba the Hutt and heir to Jabba's criminal empire. As the Mandalorian and Grogu venture deeper into the underworld, it becomes a deadly game of cat and mouse as they battle the remnants of the Empire, rival bounty hunters, and gladiators. Will the Mandalorian and Grogu find Rata, the Imperials, and get some tasty snacks for Grogu along the way? We've got some great world building here. I mean, we've seen it on the TV shows, how the remains of the Empire are starting to get more beat up and tattered as they try to cling to power. We've got some wonderful new cityscapes and some new planets. We actually get to see the Hutt homeworld, which is pretty cool. But of course, the scene stealer is Grogu. There's some amazing puppet work here, as they do their best to do as much practically with Grogu as possible. He really gets some time to shine as he has to suit up and go off on his own to save his adoptive father. And Grogu really gets a neat new friend in Rata the Hutt. He's another Star Wars puppet in the shadow of a famous father, and he's got a pretty cool character arc as he tries to carve his own path. Given its TV origins, the film is somewhat episodic. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this came to the big screen the same way Moana 2 did. Moana 2 was originally going to be a TV show on Disney+, but after a string of flops, Disney was like, hey, it wouldn't take much to turn this into a movie, and it would be a guaranteed hit. And it was. But once you get past those origins, it's still pretty entertaining. What can I say, dude? I had fun. It was great seeing these heroes again, and when they rode off into the sunset, off to their next adventure, it made my heart swell. 3 nibs.